Welcome back from that break. And yes, it's time for us to talk business. Yes, I like to think this is the business side of the program. Any time or any day of the week that I get to sit with Engineer Abayomi Onasaya.
Pleasure.
Good to
Thank you.
have you on the
Good to
program
have you.
this
Thank you.
morning.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, anytime we meet, you always tell me something that we are not doing right, and you also propose solutions as to how we could get that thing working. That could become both a revenue generator for, say, ourselves, community, country, and how this can actually boost the growth and development of our country. This morning, we are looking about the untapped opportunities in the shipping industry.
Wow.
Yes. Normally, when we look at the shipping industry, it's a very big industry.
It is.
Somebody will be discouraged to say shipping industry. Where I want to see money buy ship. I never
Exactly.
even buy motor. So, what are these on top of
All right. All
opportunities?
right. Good morning, Abuja. Good morning, Nigeria. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. The shipping industry must be seen beyond those big vessels we see on the ocean liners and people making money trillions and whatnot. But the truth is, there's a hidden. I don't want to use the word hidden now because there's an untapped sector of that economy in Nigeria that we've not even made money from. And I like to use a practical example to emphasize my point. Look at Singapore. Singapore does not have any major natural resource like we do in Nigeria, gold, oil, and all that. But they've built an economy almost exclusively on the shipping industry and logistics. And Singapore is seen as the what's it called? The like a bus stop, if you want to use that word, for ships moving around the world. And any nation that has seashore or sea line like we do, you should always tap into this resource to make money. And how can an individual like you and I make money from the shipping industry? Mind you, for all those big ships that you see, there's a lot of underground work going behind them. There are companies who manage the ships. There are companies who are the engineering arm of the ship, and even there's catering in the shipping industry. Imagine all those big vessels when they dock at any port, when they berth at any port. What happens is, first of all, you see engineering companies coming on board to do minor repairs. They will buy some parts to do the repairs. That means we can create an industry for people supplying them. Then you see catering companies who will be bringing food to replenish what the ship crew, because the ship crew must eat, right? They must eat rice, beans, chicken, and whatnot. So that industry is there. And also we have to look at our untapped the opportunities we have across all those coastal states in Nigeria. Because our location is so perfect and unique that it is even very financially sensible for ships to have a stopover in Nigeria before they go on their voyage to Southern Africa or to go all the way to Asia and to pass to the rest of the world. But we're not tapping into this. All you discover is we bring containers all the way from China, ships will come drop a few containers and then they'll be on their way. We want those ships to be docking in Nigeria, spending some time in Nigeria, so that our Nigerian companies can offer services to them. This is what Singapore has done perfectly. Over 100,000 people work in the logistics industry in Singapore, based around the shipping industry. You see people, engineers, you see welders, you see mechanics, you see even chefs, you will see people who do specialized services for even security firms. So I believe that we need to move to an era whereby we start making Nigeria friendly for shipping companies to say, you know what, let's have our operations in Nigeria, even register their vessels in Nigeria. You often see shipping vessels registered in Panama because Panama is a tax haven for vessel owners. Imagine paying tax on something worth $1 billion. So people look for a place where they'll pay less tax and they'll get those services. And we have Nigeria, 200 million people who are smart, who are intelligent. We have young engineers who travel abroad looking for jobs up and down. So if we can create a place or even a private sector initiative that companies, shipping companies can feel comfortable doing business with Nigeria, I can guarantee you we can generate more than 1 million jobs only from that angle alone. You see, and the opportunities are basically limitless.
Oh, wonderful. Now, but wouldn't this require a considerable level of investment, especially as you said, getting the ships to dock here before continuing their journey? And besides, some of the agreements, bilateral or otherwise, that we sign that allow this, would there be need for special legislation in matters like this?
Yes, it will require, first of all, it will require a lot of goodwill on the political side of things because for someone to say, you know what, I want to have an operation in Nigeria, of course, the policy must be friendly in terms of, okay, how do you tax all the shipping lines? Because in Nigeria, in fact, it is very, very expensive for any shipping company to dock in Nigeria. They charge them astronomical values compared to other nations. So shipping companies, even they feel reluctant even to come and dock in Nigeria. They say, "Kai, let's just go to South Africa instead, or let's go to Cotonou instead." That's why you discover that all those things where they're bringing from Cotonou, they all dock in Cotonou, and then we go to Nigeria to bring it by road, or they smuggle it by road. So, like you said, policy is part of it, and investment. And this is where it gets interesting. On the side of investment, Nigeria does not even need to do these investments. There are companies around the world, this is what they specialize in. They invest in operating shipping terminals. They own vessels like Hyundai, for example, the same Hyundai that makes cars. And so they have a shipping subsidiary worth trillions and trillions of dollars. So what they do is once they see that your country is friendly, they are the ones who will even approach our government. They say, guys, listen, can you please allow me to build 2, 3 ports along, I don't know, Cross River or in Lagos or in Calabar? You know what I'm saying? So the money automatically will flow in. And I agree with what you said. The first thing is the policy must be friendly. Let them know that Nigeria is open for business. And once that happens, you now discover that we'll be creating a lot of jobs. You discover that people who live in those states, people will start migrating to those states to say, let me go and work in the shipping industry. And one area that I want to quickly mention is that do you know that all those vessels that you see, they have a multinational HR, people from different nations. On a single vessel, you might have people from 10 countries. The captain might be Nigerian. The chief engineer might be from Cotonou. This one, so we are creating even jobs for people who want to go into the maritime sector. And then you now discover that our NPA, their school, their maritime school will become active. People will start studying this navigation and whatnot. And then people will start recruiting people from Nigeria. I've met a Nigerian before. I don't know. I think I was in, I don't know which country now. And I saw him say, where are you going? He said, I'm Nigerian. I said, oh, I'm going to London to join a boat, a vessel. So he got a job, I forgot, I think an engineer or something on the boat. So he's flying to London. Then from London, he will join the boat or the vessel, and then they'll start sailing around the world. So we need to create such opportunities for Nigerians to be earning hard currency that we need in this economy to build this country. So the opportunities are there. Government needs to do a lot, and the private sector also needs to do a lot.
Amazing. Government has a lot to do. The private sector also has a role to play, and yet there there is a vast opportunity in the shipping industry. Well, thank you for at least opening our eyes to this and letting us know that there's so much more that we can do. This country is really blessed. We've not even scratched the surface of
We've
its
not even
potentials.
started.
Oh, wonderful.
Exactly.
There's still a lot to we can get. So we've been speaking with engineer Abayomi Onasanya, and we are looking at the untapped opportunities in the shipping industry. We're trying to see how Nigerians can delve into this business, or the several businesses that revolve around the shipping industry, and be able to make good money. Uh, Thank you for coming on the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to share your thoughts once more. And we'll quickly go on a short break now. When we come back, the program Good Morning Abuja continues. Please don't go anywhere.